How's the volume on my end, by the way?
Yeah, you're doing well, man. All
Okay.
right. I think we're live, but for some reason, the intro's not working right now. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. You know, all these problems, all these problems. There we go. All right. It can't always be perfect, but happy Saturday. Good afternoon, Spoonie.
Hey,
And yeah,
I just wanna say because I never mentioned it on stream before, but um, that opening is pretty awesome, man.
you
Uh,
like it?
Now you have no formal training
In
in
video editing?
visual,
No.
so I still think you can call yourself an engineer, but otherwise, I mean, I don't know if you get the reference or it's just stupid YouTuber drama. Basically,
Oh,
this well-respected Canadian YouTuber has been lying about being an engineer for the last decade,
oh
and
wow.
somebody just dropped like an expose on him, and it's pretty bad.
Oh, geez. Oh
I
boy.
don't know if you know Some Ordinary Gamers, Mudahar.
No, I can't say I do.
Okay, well, anyways, there's a lot of stuff on it right now. It's starting to get big, but it's kind of become a meme now. Everybody's saying they're an engineer. It's like I took the trash out, so I'm a sanitation engineer.
Well, that's like well, and more morbid stuff. That's like, Hulk Hogan, how he passed on. Now,
Yeah,
so he was a sorry.
go ahead.
I was gonna say he was a pathological liar. So there's a lot of people going there like, oh, actually Hulk Hogan said he was supposed to die a few days earlier. But
Yeah, I saw. Fuck,
so many
I wish I
memes.
could remember who said it. I saw a YouTube clip, and somebody said like Terry Bollea was like a piece of shit human being, but Hulk Hogan was a legend, and you have to make that distinction.
I mean, okay.
Like for what the character meant for pro wrestling and stuff like that, he's definitely like deserves an icon status. But yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I've been hearing about some of the because I don't really pay attention to that kind of stuff. I've been hearing about some of this stuff ever since you told me he's not the best person, and yeah, it's pretty awful.
Yeah. I like those watch the replay afterwards. Spoonie and I were those kind of people. We don't condone bigotry. We don't condone hate. We don't condone racism, sexism, any of that kind of stuff. So separating Terry Bollea from Hulk Hogan, yeah, I could separate. I can't deny that the New World Order back in World Championship Wrestling that defined our childhood right there when it came to
Yeah,
wrestling, right?
Hollywood Hogan.
Exactly. So you can't deny, like I keep saying, and I've said to a couple of people I know, you can't deny, yes, the impact he had on wrestling and the memories he gave us as the character Hulk Hogan.
Yep.
But that's where that praise kind of ends because as a person, as a human being, yeah, he didn't make the best choices and the best decisions in life. So yeah, that's kind of why you'll never, especially me as a huge professional wrestling fan, you'll never really hear me talk too much about Hulk Hogan in that kind of light.
No. But somebody that I think everybody can agree is, I mean, not really a loss. He was in his 70s, right? But Ozzy,
Yeah.
again, I think you and I have talked about this privately, but I was surprised that he was still alive, to be honest with you, because I mean, we know the lifestyle he's led. I think if you're old enough, you have seen that. What was the name of that show with the Osbournes?
I think that's what it was called, the Osbournes, actually.
Um,
Let me check it out.
that that was a great show. Like I don't. I felt like a lot of people were watching it. Maybe that was just my social circle or whatever. it was entertaining. It was in
Yeah.
those early reality shows, and especially somebody like this. It was really an entertaining insight to see this guy who's supposed to be, like, the reputation he has, and then seeing him
Yeah.
as like a normal dad trying to struggle with these like stuff like that. So,
Mundane task. Yeah. I think I have the first season about a couple years back at a used physical media store for like 50 cents. And
all right. Oh wow.
yeah, it's just been sitting in my collection. And now since Ozzy passed on, I was like, I think since last week, was it last week he passed away? I think, right? Yeah. I've been playing nothing but Ozzy music, especially going to the grocery store, driving to the grocery store. I've been playing a lot of Black Sabbath,
Oh yeah.
and now I really want to rewatch the first season of the Osbournes that I have. I'm like, Vanessa, we gotta sit down and watch. It's so chaotic and it's funny. It's just, yeah, but rest in peace, Ozzy Osbourne, man. Like I've said it. I've said it many times to people that I know. I don't think I've mentioned it to you, but Ozzy Osbourne, Black Sabbath, like was the reason how I got into heavier of metal, right? We grew up
Yeah.
with Korn, we grew up with Limp Bizkit, that kind of stuff. That was our first exposure. Rob Zombie,
Yeah.
but for me, it was really like Ozzy Osbourne, Black Sabbath. When I heard their music, that's when it opened up my mind to stuff like Cradle of Filth, to stuff like Slipknot, but even older stuff like Iron Maiden as well. So,
Mm-hmm.
and you really do have Ozzy Osbourne. I mean, you've got the Beatles to thank for the first ever heavy metal song in Helter Skelter,
Yeah.
but you've got Ozzy Osbourne to thank for taking that song and leading a movement in Birmingham, England, and creating heavy metal and creating a whole entire generation of metalheads to follow. So my deepest condolences, sympathies, and thoughts go to Ozzy's family and legend. He'll definitely be missed, and he'll live on through his music.
Do you have a favorite Sabbath song?
Favorite Sabbath song? I would be really cliche to say Iron Man or Paranoid, but I
Oh,
have
that's okay. I
I have
mean,
a tie, a three-way tie, honestly. Depending on my mood, Black Sabbath. I love Black Sabbath. The ambience of the song is amazing. War Pigs. I think
yeah.
War Pigs still reigns true to this day. You can still
Hon-
listen to War Pigs today. Yeah,
Honestly, that one's my favorite,
yeah,
hands down.
yeah. That, and if I'm in the mood of like just having like some fun metal playing, Never Say Die.
Mm.
That's a great song too.
Did
Yeah.
you ever see them in concert or anything like that? They ever come to Quebec or?
Never got the opportunity to see Ozzy in concert. I think the one time I wanted to see him was when I first got exposed to him, was when he put out that album with Dreamer. I forget the name of that album there, the one back in like 2000 or 2001.
Right. Yeah. No. No. I know exactly what you're talking about.
A friend of mine wanted to go, but I didn't get the chance. Oh, and then a couple years back when I was working at HMV, I don't know if you remember that was a thing. I had the opportunity to get free tickets for Ozzy, but the problem is that it was one ticket, and I was going to go by myself, and I was like, I don't
Yeah.
want to. Yeah, I want to experience this with somebody. So, plus I had to work the next day, so I was like, it's not really that fun to go thrash at an Ozzy concert and then go to work the next day.
Yeah. I actually did get a chance to see them.
Oh,
It was the Ozfest 2001. They came to
I think you mentioned
Toronto.
it.
Um, it was awesome. Like it was really cool to perform War Pigs and some of the other songs. Of course, they went on at the very end, so you're sitting around, not sitting
Yeah.
around. There's so much to do with very little shade. So you're kind of wandering around. I think they had two or three stages going on. It was a lot to take in. I think it was my first like big concert. I think I'd
Okay.
been to some like smaller shows or something like that, but went with some friends. We lost each other
Oh
at
man.
some point, but then towards the end of the night, like as Sabbath was going on, we kind of spotted each other. And anyways, no, it was a fun event.
I believe you, man. I would have loved to have gone to Ozfest shows, and yeah, we were teenagers, right, when Ozfest was coming to Canada. So my parents never want to allow me to go to Ozfest. You kidding me? already with the fact my parents didn't like the fact that I was a metalhead. So
Mm.
yeah, but yeah, rest in peace, Ozzy Osbourne. Man, I should ask you, do you have a favorite Sabbath or even that Ozzy song?
Oh, I told you War Pigs.
War Pigs, but what about Ozzy though?
Oh, it's honestly in my head, it's so hard to kind of separate him from the band, even though he has a much longer career as a solo artist than with the band.
Fair enough.
Um,
Fair.
I'm just drawing a blank right now.
Honestly, for me, I would if I had to choose the maybe not one, but like I said, again, three songs that I would be like, this is for me, Ozzy. I would have to go with Mr. Crowley,
Okay.
and I would go with Road to Nowhere because I love that song so much, and No More Tears. No More Tears is just,
Yeah.
especially when Zach Wild comes in with his solo. It's just a great song, and I know
See,
like Bark at the Moon and all that stuff. It's great, but yeah.
see, you're mentioning these songs now, and it's coming to mind, but it's like, yeah, I don't know. It's just such an epic career.
Mm-hmm,
Um,
mm-hmm.
well, and is his son Jack? Is he still doing the ghost hunting stuff?
I I'm not quite sure.
Because he's what with that she was off like Ghost Hunters with Zach Bagans. Her name is like Katrina or something like that.
Okay.
Um. Anyways, he's on like a ghost hunting show.
That's pretty
It's
cool.
him, and I think, like I said, I think she came off Ghost Hunters.
Okay.
But no, I mean that's cool.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think he's still doing the ghost hunting show. Yeah, I think you're right. I know that his daughter, who tried to have a music career too at one point, she's engaged now to. I think it happened at the final Sabbath Ozzy show. It was like she got engaged to one of the members of Slipknot or something like that. So
Oh, that's crazy.
yeah, so he'll be missed. And another legend too. I mean, look, not bit pieces and roles here and there, but and this, mind you, despite how people feel now about that show, The Cosby Show, um, we also did lose Malcolm Jamal Warner, who was, listen, if you did grow up again in the 80s and 90s, especially with reruns back in the day, you know who Malcolm Jamal Warner is because of The Cosby Show, right?
Did you
And
ever see Jericho?
I've heard of it. I heard it was really good. I've never seen
Yeah,
Jericho.
it was him and Luke Perry. I think it only lasted 2 seasons, just because I don't know why. Probably, I think it was a time when there was a lot of good science fiction going on, like Battlestar, and there was just a lot of stuff going on. I think also I don't remember what network it was on.
Okay.
Really, really good show. If you can find it, I'd suggest watching it.
Yeah.
I think the idea was, um, it's like one of those situations where like some kind of plague wipes out everybody over the age of 13. But this is like 20 years later after all those kids, it's the first generation to grow up and be the first kind of new generation of adults and this interesting, you know, it's been so long since I've seen it. I just
Yeah.
remember being left with a really favorable impression. And I mean, if you have the time, and more importantly, if you can actually find it, I don't
Okay.
think it ever came out digitally.
Okay. Okay.
So you're either paying, I don't know how much, maybe a lot for out of print DVDs, or you're going another route.
Fair enough. Yeah. No, I've heard it was really good. It is something that I've always been interested in checking out, but I guess I never got around to it. But maybe I should. Maybe I should. I also remember him being the Magic School Bus, the producer at the end of the show, right when the calls came in from the kids.
Hmm.
He was the voice of the producer on the Magic School Bus, so that's And another show too that my wife and I, well, my wife Vanessa got me into watching Suits. At one
Was
point,
he on Suits?
yeah, he was on. I forget what season it was on, third or fourth season. I'm not going to go into detail because if you've never watched Suits, if people watching have never seen Suits, like I don't want to give away spoilers for shows that people's never watched. But he had a recurring role on Suits in Suits on one of the seasons, And when he appeared, I was like, oh shit, it's Malcolm Jamal Warner. And Vanessa was like, yeah, he's on this. I'm like, that's really cool. So it just seems like he was an all-around good guy too, though, Malcolm Jamal Warner.
Did you ever watch Community?
Yes.
He was Shirley's husband.
That's right. That's right. He was Shirley's husband. That's right. Community was such a good show. I stopped watching Community though after Troy left.
Yeah, that was the kind of the beginning of the end, because then
Yeah.
after that, like slowly, cast members started to leave, and they brought in new ones, and it
Yeah.
was a different feel, and I kind of like that, sort of the meta nature of the show. They even acknowledge that,
Yeah. It's cool
like,
that a lot of them went on to greater pastures. Oh, Vanessa's talking about Suits. She said season 6 of Suits.
okay.
Yeah.
So I think that's towards the end. It ran what, like 7 seasons or something.
Something like that, yeah. Well, it was on for quite some time, but yeah. So heavy month with losses, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
But all right, well, in happier, brighter news, if you guys are joining us today, we're talking about what are we talking about today, man? What are we talking about today?
I believe we're gonna be talking about some trailers.
Let's do this. It's time for. Can you hear that properly?
No.
Apparently, it's muting itself. Wow. Okay, so it's time for August Movie Madness. I don't know why the sound didn't want to go on. That's weird. That's really weird.
It's growing pains.
I know, right? I'm trying to like do stuff on the sides with this, and it's like now the free version won't let me do stuff. So apparently I can't. Anyways, so yes, we're gonna be talking about August movies today, and then like you said, mentioned, yeah, we're gonna look at trailers later on. We'll take a look at some trailers for upcoming movies this month. Do you see the whole like? There's a whole jam pack of movies coming out this month, but Spoonie and I were like, we're gonna focus on just a couple of movies that are like very intriguing. So we got Naked Gun that just came out yesterday, which is I think this serves not as a remake, but also a sequel. I think right to the Leslie Nielsen films. That's what it seems like. And then there's Freakier Friday coming out. Like, why?
Because I think it seems like they want to remake that movie sort of every couple decades to reflect like a new generation, because the original one came out in what, like the 50s or 60s?
I think so, yeah.
And then the next one was what, in the 90s?
Yeah.
So it's, I guess, like every 30 years culture's changed enough that they feel like, hey, let's remake it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's the idea is a family movie, right? So you sit down with your kids or you sit down with your parents and you watch this. Oh,
sorry.
Okay, now your mic is really messed up. I'm getting.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Okay, that's better.
Okay, cool. Sorry about that. But yeah, I mean, anyways, yeah, but you're right though. Freaky Friday, it's one of those things that they want to keep doing every couple of years, and it's like, I get it, Disney has the rights to it, so let's flex our Freaky Friday rights, but like,
well, did they create it, or is it based off like a book or something?
that's a great question.
Even then, it might be old enough that it's exempt from whatever copyright laws exist.
Yeah.
Like public domain, or maybe they just didn't have the contracts in place to properly ensure a future, Yeah. And anyways,
but I think that Parent Trap was created by, I think it was created by Disney. I'm not sure. Like, I really don't know.
I imagine it would have been.
And then we're gonna go into. I don't know if you've seen the trailer for this movie, and if you haven't, I saw, like, I started watching it, but I was like, oh, wait, I'm gonna wait for Spoonie. This looks like a fan film on YouTube, but it's not. It's gonna be in theaters. Red Sonja is coming this month.
Yeah, that kind of came out of nowhere, didn't it?
It really did, came completely out of nowhere. I was thinking to myself, like, hey, you're not going to try to make another Conan movie before trying to bring Red Sonja back in? But no, we're going straight to Red Sonja.
I mean, to be fair, while there were things I liked about, was it 2011 Conan with Jason Momoa? I acknowledge it wasn't a good movie.
No, but Jason Momoa was a good choice as Conan the Barbarian, though.
Yeah.
I mean, Jason Momoa was always a good choice for anything because Jason Momoa is just an awesome dude, right?
Well, you know, they in the James Gunn DC universe, they're bringing him back. He's going to be playing Lobo.
Yeah, that's like his dream role, I think he was saying.
Yeah.
Which is really awesome.
Well, so that means he's one of the few actors from the Snyderverse that's actually going to be coming back.
Yeah, that's cool though. That's cool. I personally though, I still really love the Arnold Schwarzenegger Conan the Barbarian movie.
I mean, for me, that was my first like introduction to the character.
Yeah, yeah, yep. And then, I mean, don't really need to touch too much on it because we all know the movie. There's going to be the 35th anniversary re-release of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles coming out in theaters. Like you guys know me. I'm a Turtle diehard fan, and if you watch Spoonie's videos, you've seen a couple of Turtles related videos in there, so you know that we are very familiar with that. And then we're gonna cap it all off with the movie I think I'm the most excited about this August. I don't know about you, but I'm super excited about it. I don't know if you guys can see it. I don't know if you can see him up there or you can see the comic up there, but somewhere up there, Toxic Avenger, the Toxic Avenger remake. Yeah, I got the Toxie Funko Pop from Toxic.
Oh, okay, I see now.
I'm trying to see. Can you see the Toxic Avenger up there, right next to Batman?
I think so. It's kind of hard to make out some of the details.
Yeah, you see right there at the top.
Yeah.
There's the Toxic Avenger #1 comic book from Marvel Comics. So I am super excited. I know there's. I heard that it's got good reviews, right? When it came out in the festival circuit 2 years ago.
Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't this technically release in 2023?
Yeah, it did, and I don't know what happened. It was in production hell, and I guess because of the popularity and the success of the Terrifier films, I think it was Cineverse and Bloody Disgusting who were like, let's acquire the rights to release this, along with Legendary Pictures, who is they do the MonsterVerse, the Godzilla films. So I think they were like, let's do it, let's do it. And you know what? I mean, we watched the Red Band trailer, right? So
yeah,
it's gonna be brutal. It's gonna be violent. But again, if you've watched the Toxic Avenger, any of the Toxic Avenger movies, it shouldn't come as a surprise that that's gonna be brutal. That movie.
Well, because I know sometimes these movies get like licensing issues.
Yeah.
If you're familiar with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre licensing fiasco, where it's like one studio has the rights to Texas Chainsaw Massacre, another one has the rights to the character of Leatherface. So that's why you're getting like these Leatherface origins and prequels and stuff like that aren't done or.
Yep.
But even then, the last like 2 decades of TCM have been really kind of, each movie's sort of its own self-contained universe.
Yeah. How do you feel about the recent slew? Like, how do you feel about those movies? Like, I'm talking about going from 2003 onward. How did you feel about those kind of Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies? I know we're going a little bit off topic, but those were summer-related movies. So, how did you feel about those? Honestly,
I liked like the atmosphere they created. I feel like they're dated. I feel like going back and watching them now, the tension and stuff isn't going to be there, and it's just going to feel like gratuitous violence.
Yeah.
And I don't have a problem with that. I like the Terrifier franchise, so I don't have a problem with that. It just it just doesn't feel. Looking back at it, I don't think it would feel the same now. I think it was one of those you had to sort of experience it in the moment things.
Yeah.
Like you try to tell somebody about the TV show Lost, who wasn't around watching it at the time, and they're like, yeah, who gives a crap, right?
Yeah.
But it was all people on the internet could talk about. It was like the ultimate water cooler show. Like you watch it, and the next day, everybody at work's talking about it. What's your theory? What did you know?
Sure.
So I think it's like that. It's like it doesn't hold up the same.
No, I agree. My favorite horror movie of all time, I always say it, is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But I'm talking about the original, the movie that came out 50 years ago, right?
Yeah.
I did like the 2003 remake because I found that it was for an updated film. It was violent, it was gory enough, but it's like you said, right? I do have the action figure of that Leatherface, but like you said, it's one of those things that you kind of had to be in that moment to experience the movie. It does feel a little dated now. I think the reason why the original Texas Chainsaw stands the test of time is because the way it was made. It was because the way that the film looks. And I feel like you can show that to any horror aficionado today who's never seen that movie, and they would still find appreciation for that film.
Well, and I feel like there are some shots. What's the director's name? Toby Hooper.
Yeah.
That he used in there that are kind of become iconic, like the thing where it's following the girl up the hill and then it pans up and you see the house.
Yeah.
It's like that scene, that shot has been duplicated so many times since, not just in horror but in other things. It's a great reveal, right? Like
well, I mean, look, they did that in Cabin Fever. They also duplicated it in the Texas Chainsaw remake. So,
well, yeah,
you know.
The one thing I guess I will say about Texas Chainsaw remake from the early 2000s, like I said, in addition to, because I feel like it set a new bar for horror, because at the time everybody was watching like The Ring and The Grudge and all these Japanese horror movies that were coming over to the West. And here's something that's like kind of old school, just like people getting chopped up.
Yeah.
But really kind of in a mature way.
Yeah. So yeah, honestly, all right. So that being said, let me try and see if this is going to work now. I'm not sure if it will, but I have a whole folder. Is this music? Is the can you hear it?
Yep. Maybe turn that down a little bit.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Better?
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to start with the Naked Gun. I don't know why that came in so hot like that.
You should, if you can, you should try to mirror that image or something, just to. It's not a problem when you're streaming, but if you try, like when you upload it, then they'll scan through, and I mean, it doesn't matter. It's not what we're making money here anyways, so yeah, who cares? I'm just concerned about stuff getting taken down. But it's not like we're just going to be watching it and then doing nothing.
Yeah, that's okay.
Thanks.
Okay, is it too loud or is it good?
No, that's good. I think that's hilarious. Like he's at a drive-through or something.
A voice in your head sang over and over.
When this first came out, I had no idea what it was. And then this happened, and I'm like, because I thought, oh, is this a new Taken movie?
Detective.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And then this happens, and you're like, okay, this is something different.
Hi, Daddy. It's me, Frank Jr. Love you.
Hey, Dad. Boy, do I miss you.
And you, Frank, are the best of the best.
Need a bathroom.
I need this one immediately.
There's a line, man.
Please, please. Oh, I'm gonna ruin another suit.
Over here, Lieutenant. I think someone murdered my brother.
So that's Pamela Anderson.
Yeah.
Take a chair. Have a seat. What was it?
This is what I do. Says you served 20 years for man's laughter.
You mean manslaughter?
Oh, Busta Rhymes is in this.
They're going to shut down
You
the
see
network
man's
if we do not
laughter.
solve this
Yeah.
case.
I love that. They're going to turn it into Spirit Halloween store.
Who's gonna arrest
Because it seems like whatever business is closed, that you can guarantee that fall it's going to be like Spirit Halloween or.
Oh, it's true.
Seems Mr. Trevor might be more of a problem than we thought. I want you to keep an eye on him.
This oven is disgusting.
So I heard these two are dating now.
Rest
Oh,
Pamela
really?
Anderson and Liam
I
Neeson.
won't stop until I found
For real?
justice.
Apparently,
What do you want,
although
little one?
it might just be one of those things,
Your
publicity.
ass.
Like he was just kneeling the whole time.
With the police squad.
We've upgraded your car with the most advanced crime-fighting tech.
Drive forward 30 feet. Very smooth.
Oh!
This is falling apart.
No, that's gonna be good.
I'm seeing reviews come in, and it seems like it actually is really funny. I saw Doug Walker, the Nostalgia Critic. He does his weekly reviews on Fridays, and I didn't see the video, but I just saw this thumbnail. I was like, oh yeah, these kind of movies can be funny. So I'm like, okay, I'm glad because you were telling me, you're like, I hope this is going to be good. So
Yeah.
I'm sure that this is going to be a funny movie. And even if it's not like the best movie ever, it does feel like it's going to be one of those movies for however long the movie is, an hour and a half, 2 hours. It's probably going to make you forget your whole entire life for that time and just laugh. Like, the original Naked Gun movies were hilarious. So I'm sure it's going to stick to. Plus, Seth MacFarlane's writing, right? I'm not the biggest Family Guy fan, but he does know comedy, right? So he does know comedic timing, right?
Well, I mean, there's a reason he's had like a 30-year career, right?
Mm,
It's weird to think that, like, when did Family Guy start? Was it 97, 98, 99?
feel like that. Going on 30 years, I think, man.
Yeah.
By the way, you're right. This is like crack, man. This the brisk stuff, that is smooth, man.
Yeah. It's like water, man. I just chug that stuff. I got a problem with it.
I haven't had this in a long time, man. It's good. So yeah, so what are you feeling? You're gonna check out Naked Gun?
Oh, I think it looks like they are fans of the original series.
Yeah.
And just in what we've seen in the trailer, it looks like they're throwing a lot of nods and a lot of to the original movies. I love the OJ scene with Norberg. Whatever. So because just the whole cliche of "I miss you, Dad. I'm gonna do right by you." And you see everybody's doing it except for Norberg's son.
That's yeah. So yeah, I think that might be good. That came out yesterday, right? If that's what it said. Yeah, we're August 2nd today, so that's out in theaters right now. So.
Now, technically, at the end of Naked Gun 33 and a third, didn't it turn out that Norberg was actually the father of Frank's child?
I think so. I haven't seen that one in a long. Did I see 33 and a third? Was that the one where they're at the ball game and the old lady in the wheelchair?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Okay. But it's been so long since I've seen that movie.
Well, because his girlfriend, what's her name, is pregnant, right? And then she gives birth, and the baby comes out, and it's black, and they all look at OJ, and he looks guilty.
So maybe that's the baby.
So maybe that's the villain for this movie. Maybe the forgotten son or whatever. He didn't get to carry on the Drevin name, so
That's Angry Video Game Nerd. Somehow I always toss back to him. Like in his early days, he had an episode called Chronologically Confused about movie titles.
okay.
So he's talking about movies that are perfectly titled, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then he gets to Naked Gun. He's like, Naked Gun, and then you have Naked Gun 2.5. So what is this, like half of the second movie, or number 2 plus half of the first half of the third movie? He goes, and then it comes with 33 and a third. He's like, well, what the hell? Where are all the other 30 some odd movies leading to that one?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. There was an old Super Nintendo game, Clay Fighter. I don't know if you ever played that. I think it was by Interplay.
Yes.
When they came out with the N64 version, it was again something like Clay Fighter 63.3 or something like that, not quite 64. And I think it was a Blockbuster exclusive. I think you could only rent it.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember. I think Earthworm Jim was in the game.
Yeah, I just remember the main character, Bad Mr. Frosty,
Yes.
and then there was
Laffy or
some.
something.
Yeah, I remember the character designs, kind of, but I don't remember the personalities or the names or. Oh, you okay?
There,
All right, guys, it's
there we go.
that was my turn now. I'm gonna steal the show.
Well, you can if you want. I was just trying to cut my camera so I can blow my nose here.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. Anyways, while he's doing that, what were we saying? So the Naked Gun movie looks good. I don't know exactly which one Boomer's got lined up next for us to talk about. I do know that we're going to talk a little bit more on the Toxie stuff, which I think is going to be cool because I mean I never would have saw Peter Dinklage taking on this role.
I know. That's gonna be something. I think that's gonna be something.
I want to know where he was at, where he's like, yeah, I'm going to sign on for this, because after Game of Thrones, like, the guy doesn't really need to struggle for work. He's such a recognizable talent that, I mean, I think people would try to find a role for him if he wanted to be on a show bad enough.
Yeah.
So what did they offer him? Is he just like a hardcore fan of the franchise?
I feel like that could possibly be it. You know. I mean, I think he was at the San Diego Comic-Con last weekend, and I think he was like having a blast there too. So it's possible. Possibly he could have been, but I know that the guy who wrote and directed this new Toxic Avenger, according to Lloyd Kaufman, is a massive fan of Troma and all things Toxic Avenger. So it also helps when you have that, right?
Yeah. Now, kind of sort of on a more broader question, do you think it's important when the creatives and the people behind a production are fans of the original? Do you think
100%.
that's important? Like, obviously, when they are, it shows through, but do you think it's necessary? Like, or do you think sometimes a fresh pair of eyes might be something that's needed? Unfortunately, this just came to my head. I can't give you any ready examples of one versus the other.
I think if you want to have something that's drastically different and you want somebody who doesn't know the source material, then get somebody who is not a fan. I feel like, okay, here's the thing. I think you need fans of a product if you want to make a remake. I think that's the only way it's going to work, because a fan of the product is going to listen to other fans of the product. And their chances are they're as big of a fan as you are. And so they're going to want to make, even if they make it their own, they're going to want to make something fun and something great and spectacular for you.
But that's not always necessarily what the studio will let you make.
Exactly.
I mean, you're working on their dime. So if the investors say this is what we want, then you got to find a way to work that in, right? So there's, I don't think there's very many directors that would have like creative freedom nowadays. I think probably Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
I think they'll probably, like, if he says he wants to do something, they'll probably just give him like a huge budget and step back.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe Clint Eastwood, just because the guy's so respected, but I don't know if he's still directing. That guy's in his 90s, isn't he?
Yeah,
he's going to be one of the next unfortunate celebrity deaths. And again, not really unfortunate. Guy's had an amazing career, well respected, living into his 90s. That's, good for him. But it's coming.
I think that another director too is Tarantino.
Mm-hmm.
I think Quentin Tarantino walks into DC Studios or Marvel Studios and is like, I want to direct one of your movies. Here you go. Here's the keys. You know?
Yeah, but I don't know. I think he's a great director. I'm a fan of a lot of his stuff, especially like Reservoir Dogs.
Mm-hmm.
But the guy's personality in real life is a real mess.
Yeah, he's odd.
And the fact that he doesn't hide his foot fetish that he inserts into every movie. Yeah, it's kind of a mixed bag on that. That's one of those things where you gotta judge the art and not the artist.
Yeah. I think James Gunn got really lucky though with spearheading the whole DC stuff, because you could tell he's a big fan of comic books in general, and he just got lucky. He was a fan. He was also a fan of Guardians of the Galaxy. It worked out, and then DC was like, "Well, we want to base everything around James Gunn." And I haven't seen Superman. I don't intend on seeing Superman. We spoke about that last live stream, but to what it seems, it's not a horrible movie. So.
Well, it's coming out for digital rental and streaming and stuff at the end of August, so I will let you know later on this month whether it's worth checking out. Whenever I review stuff or give like opinions to people, I always try to coach it from a neutral perspective, because obviously I have an affinity for the character, so my enjoyment of it is going to be greater than other people's. But I want to look at it, or try to look at it anyways, from basic perspective of like, look, is there a cohesive storyline? Is it easy to follow who the characters are? Or they just throw in so many new characters that you might not be familiar with at you that you get lost, and it's a mess.
Yeah.
So, while I personally am excited to see like the fact that just in the trailer we've seen a half dozen.
You were excited to see my hair again. So, God, I cut you off. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was just talking about like I'm a fan, so I think I'm gonna love the movie. But if I do a review on it, or even just like talk to you about it, I want to try to think of it from the perspective of an outsider, somebody who is sitting there going, "Why should I care about a Superman movie in 2025?"
That's fair. That's fair.
But again, not having seen the movie, I mean, it might be a giant turd. It sounds like the critics and the audiences are really enjoying it, and Fantastic Four, which is awesome here.
Yeah. It seems like the Magaverse though are not really enjoying Superman. God, we're not here talking politics, but I heard that they're not really enjoying Superman. So.
Because suddenly these things that are like staples of the character are now like, oh my God, it's a woke message of immigration. It's like, he's a freaking alien from another planet. You can't get any more illegal alien than that.
My biggest beef though is when Americans are like, Superman, he's our guy, he's our hero, and I love looking at them, and I'm sure you're the same way too. I love looking at them and go, Superman's Canadian, right? Technically half Canadian.
Part Canadian. But I always thought Superman belonged to the world.
That's true.
A lot of the stories, in the background, he's helping some people in some other country when, Lois Lane's in trouble, so he's got to fly around the world to save her or something like that. So, I think that obviously it's from American media. But I think like Spider-Man, he's been embraced by the rest of the world, that it's not just an American thing anymore. I mean, you and I are Canadian, and we're fans of these characters. Like I said, I don't dislike Spider-Man. I just haven't been able to properly have like an emotional hook with the character. I haven't been able to connect, or it hasn't resonated with me. But I love the 90s Spider-Man, the Fox Kids show. That one exactly. Except for that last season when they started to kind of go into the multiverse.
Yeah, and then it's like, it's the search for Mary Jane. I feel like, I agree, and then it just ended abruptly without like But there's gonna be
But
a
I
new
mean,
comic book coming out next month in September called Spider-Man '94. So
oh, like X-Men '97.
yeah, it's gonna be a 4-issue miniseries. So we'll see. How did we go on talking about Naked Gun to getting over to Spider-Man?
Well, because we ended up talking about the fact that Superman was out and is coming out,
It's true. It's true.
and we did mention Fantastic Four, and I just want to say, so Thunderbolts came out earlier in the year, and I haven't seen it. I don't want to watch full reviews on something if I haven't seen it, so I've been avoiding learning much about it beyond kind of surface level details. But I had heard that it's probably the best movie Marvel has put out in years. And then Fantastic Four comes out, and it's the new best movie Marvel has put out in years. So it's like, it sounds like they're on an upward trend.
Yeah.
Two positive movies within the same year.
Yeah.
They're probably going to make a ton of money this year off the Marvel brand. And hopefully, whatever it is they've got going, they can keep that momentum. I think
Yeah.
it's probably a little bit more mature, just from what I know about Thunderbolts from the comics alone, and then what I've heard about the movie, and then Fantastic Four. I mean, they got Galactus, right? Like,
Mhm.
you heard about that Galactus popcorn bucket?
I don't. I know everyone's like so hype about the popcorn bucket, so I try to stay away from looking at that kind of stuff, especially if it spoils the movie.
Well, do you have is that the Deadpool head in the back there?
Yeah, that's the
That
Deadpool. Yeah,
Is that from the movies?
yeah. And was that the second one? I think?
Yeah, I've got the same thing. I've got the same one actually. But yeah, this Galactus one, it's like $100, and it's like 1.5 feet tall.
Oh wow!
It's like Galactus's head.
That's the new thing now. Popcorn bucket collecting, like
Yeah. Well, I think because they realize it's how they can make more money for
Yeah.
both the theater and the studio. I guess I don't know how they do the split, but
And apparently, one person who did not like Fantastic Four First Steps and thought it was painfully boring to watch, despite everyone online telling him you're drunk, go home, was Rob Liefeld. I looked at Vanessa. I was like, well, his opinion doesn't really matter. His artwork is still really good to this day. So what is like, who cares?
he's sometimes I think he says stuff just to
Say
like
things.
inflame a conversation. There's a number of people like that. Billy Mitchell. Do you know Billy Mitchell from well, I don't want to say cheating because I don't know how that worked out. I think he was a cheater at Donkey Kong and a bunch of other stuff.
Oh right, okay, yeah.
The King of Kong documentary.
Yeah.
Apparently he's active on Twitter, and it's a lot of the same things where he'll say or do something crazy to get a lot of attention for himself. There's a video game director, Cliff Bleszinski,
Okay.
creator of Jazz Jackrabbit and the Gears of War franchise.
Okay.
He's over the last couple
Sorry.
over the last couple of years, it seems like he'll go on Twitter or X or whatever every now and then and just say the dumbest stuff. And I want to believe these are calculated moves to draw attention to their account and get new subscribers and get a lot of activity with their posts. But I mean, maybe these people really are that clueless.
Well, speaking of something that's clueless, you want to watch a trailer for a movie that's probably going to be really bad?
Yeah.
All right, let's watch Freaker Friday, man. Is it working? Hold on. There we go.
Morning. Happy wedding week. You have a lot on your plate. Let us know how we can help.
Maybe someone could help me write my wedding vows. How about this? I, Anna, take you.
I'm surprised that
daughter
Lindsay
is a
Lohan
little
is
demon
back
thing
making
with
a
an
big
obnoxious
scene.
accent.
She looks good.
What's taking so long? We wouldn't want to be off schedule, innit? My bachelorette party will be good bonding for everyone.
You two are called to be family.
Yeah, right.
Don't remind me.
You've walked in each other's path. You learned a lesson that may serve you again.
Okay, that's enough.
Are they doing it?
One more
What?
thing. Right over there is a QR code that you can tip me with. change the hearts you know are wrong
They're doing it again?
to reach the
think
place
so, yeah.
where you belong. Oh my god, what is happening? Okay, it's
Wait, wait, wait.
It's me, it's Mom. If you're me and I'm you,
Oh,
then
this.
who's that?
I'm Grandma, sweetheart.
What? That's like a.
Last time, we convinced everyone that we were each other until we switched back.
I didn't want to be a part of this family, and now I'm
What
part of some
last
dodgy
time? Were
family
these-
curse. And I'm the eldest.
As teenagers, we have no power.
It was the
But
mom and the
as
daughter
adults,
last time,
we
right?
can break our
Yeah.
parents up for good.
It was these two. It was Jamie Lee and
And Lindsay Lohan.
yeah.
All you
So
have to do is reunite her
they're-
with her
they're-
first love.
they switch bodies,
Flip your hair.
and then they also switch bodies then with their kids.
I guess so.
I know what this is. You're having a stroke.
No, I just need to go to the bathroom. I was really.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie to
Any
you.
other ideas?
So far, Spoonie, this looks painfully awful.
I mean, it's very clear that you and I are not the target audience. It's obviously for young people, and I'm going to say specifically for young women and
Oh,
young
yeah.
girls.
I do not. I do.
Again, these are family movies. It's a way you sit down with your mom or you sit down with your kid, and you can watch this movie that's not really good, but it's not offensive, and you can maybe have some conversations about like, oh, is that what it was like for you or whatever.
Yeah.
It's supposed to have like a generational dialogue that it creates.
Yeah. But I don't know, that just yeah, you're right, 100%. But again, it just and this is where I'm gonna use that terminology that a lot of people like to use when it comes to these sequels and legacy sequels and stuff. This just looks like a fucking cash grab though.
It does.
Come
It
on.
does. I mean, I think that's the if I had to sum up that trailer in one word, I would, or is it hyphenated, 2 words, whatever. Cash grab is the first thought that comes to mind. It's
Yeah.
I don't think that modern young audiences care about this. I don't think they have the attention span to sit down and watch a 90-minute movie in the theater about whatever this is.
That's it.
I mean, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like you were saying before, this is something you're gonna sit down and watch with your mom. Your mom, who is in our age range now, who grew up watching this movie. That's really what I was gonna say on that.
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
So that and yeah, I guess it would just literally be the moms who grew up in our generation. Yeah, that's really, I think, who that is targeted towards. I mean, okay, there's another community of people obviously too that it's targeted towards, but it's definitely not targeted towards, like you said, you and I, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the next trailer we're gonna watch, apparently this is targeted towards us,
Okay.
and I don't. Red Sonja, like you said, this came out of nowhere. Have you seen the trailer yet for this?
No, I intentionally held off so that we could take a look at it.
Yeah, so we're gonna watch this. Apparently, this is, promoted to us. I just started watching it, and I was like, and I stopped. I was like, right here, I stopped. I was like, I'm gonna wait.
bleeding.
And grant me the power to find those who did this.
Do we know who's playing Red Sonja?
No idea who this is.
To see my people again is all I dream
I don't really recognize. It looks good so far.
He wants us to fight, or we both die.
You ever watch?
There we go.
Okay, this is
There's the chainmail bikini
yeah.
that the character is famous for.
Someone has to make a stand.
You have to have that for Red
Death
Sonja. Come
awaits
on.
us. I will do what damage I can.
You know what, Red? You are quite the woman.
I don't know why people are saying this looks like a YouTube fan film though. It looks like a big budget movie.
Or it won't just be the Achaeans who suffer. It will be every tribe, every people who defy him.
I think that's the guy from the Umbrella Academy.
Yeah, it's Matilda Lutz. That sounds familiar.
your kind are relics from the past. Hey, I'm the future.
It's now or never.
That's pretty cool.
Do you choose death?
Oh shit.
So is that a Cyclops, a Minotaur?
Have this and these.
And that protects.
Nothing. The crowd will love it.
Okay. I mean, my first thought is it looks kind of generic Game of Thronesy,
Yeah.
but I'm hoping that it's good. I'm not super familiar with Red Sonja, just from several comics that I've read, mainly. And like the tie-ins to like Conan and all those other characters.
That's how I know her, so
I can't speak to whether it looks accurate or authentic. It certainly looks like it could be good, but I mean, I don't know.
yeah, I agree. We'll see. I mean, like I mentioned earlier, you know, we could have at least had a new Conan movie, and then be like, oh. But I guess they tried that with the Arnold stuff, and then they brought in that. They made that Red Sonja movie in the '80s, which apparently was garbage, complete garbage.
Yeah, I have not seen it.
Me neither. So, do you want to see the trailer for this one, or just quickly touch on the Turtles movie that's coming out? I mean, the re-release.
I mean, we could watch the trailer.
Why not? Right? It's Turtles.
Yeah,
we have a lot of trailers to look at today because we're also going to look at some other ones that are coming up later on down the road. So, and a lot of trailers. I think they just released the Avatar trailer. They just released Zootopia. Not seen any of these trailers. So,
oh wow,
again, waiting for you to watch a lot of these trailers. Like if I look here, just looking like, okay, we got Tron Ares that we're going to take a look at after. Black Phone, Mortal Kombat, Bruce Springsteen. If you're interested in looking at that one, The Running Man, Predator Badlands. Haven't seen that trailer yet.
they're redoing The Running Man.
Yep.
Okay.
Apparently, more faithful adaptation to the Stephen King book.
Was it Stephen King?
Yep.
Yeah, probably.
So, like how the Arnold one is more very action oriented. He said, like, this one's going to be more what the book is. So,
are they still gonna cover a guy with Christmas tree lights and have him roll around in that weird car thing?
Let's hope so.
Because that's when I knew I was watching something special.
Oh yeah.
That looked like some 1960s BBC Doctor Who stuff. At the time, like because on the DVDs for Doctor Who, they have a bunch of special features. And there's an episode where there's some tentacle monster, and they literally just took like bubble wrap and spray painted it green and covered the thing in it. But this was in the 60s. In the UK, they didn't have bubble wrap packaging. They'd never seen this before. So they saw this thing and they're like, what is it? I don't know. Fun fact.
No, fun fact for sure. You know, Vanessa was asking me, we were talking about the many different Robins the other day. I don't know what we were talking about. And I was talking about, because I was talking about Hush 2, right? And I don't know what, we were going off on something. And I was talking about how, you had Dick Grayson. Oh, we're talking about the different Batgirls. There we go.
Oh, okay.
Talking about, there was Barbara Gordon, Cassandra Cain, that kind of stuff. I was like, well, did you know there's a bunch of Robins too? And she was like, there is? I'm like, yeah, well, Dick Grayson, right? She's yeah, of course, right? He becomes Nightwing. I'm like, but then there was Jason Todd, who was killed by the Joker, and he comes back. He's, comes back later on as the Red Hood. And I go, and then you got Tim Drake, who later on becomes Red Robin. And I said, and now most notably, the most recent Robin for, I don't know how many years it's been now, maybe 10, 15, is Damian Wayne.
Oh.
Has it been?
The character was introduced in like 2007 or 2008.
Okay.
But I don't think he became Robin until like 2010. So yeah, maybe like 15 years.
There. So what you just basically, this leads me to what I was saying to Vanessa. I was saying like, okay, yeah, Damian Wayne is Bruce Wayne's son with Talia, which is really odd. You would think that first, like I know that Talia and Selena Kyle are his two loves, but you would really think that he would have a baby with Catwoman, right? So, but then I go to her, I'm like, and that's what you just proved. If she's watching, I go, you want to know more? You want to go down the rabbit hole? I go talk to Spoonie. And she goes, she says, "Go, oh, I'm sure Spoonie has a vast knowledge of Batman and Superman." I'm like, he does. He's got a lot of.
There's the Stephanie Brown Robin that didn't last very long, but then she did turn into the new Batgirl before they rebooted into the New 52.
Yeah,
which was a shame because I like the character. I like to see her go from. She was the villain. She was the daughter of a Batman villain.
Yeah.
He was the Clue Master. So she was spoiler because she hated her dad and she wanted to like ruin his life. So she ended up becoming an ally of Robin and Batman and stuff like that. And then she got closer to the Bat family. She became the new Robin after Tim Drake quit. And he quit because Batman told her his secret identity. He said, like, you can't live the way I can. You need to let people in your life. I know you won't take that first step. So I told her that you're Tim Drake. He got pissed and he quit. So she became the new Robin until she died. And then in the New 52, you've got the We Are Robin movement.
Oh, yeah.
Where it was like 2 dozen different kids from around the city calling themselves Robin, saying that Robin doesn't need a Batman.
Didn't you cover that in one of your videos? You got one of the books, I think, right?
Yeah, because the character Scott Snyder created, Duke Thomas, I think he helped start the We Are Robin movement. This was all during the Batman and Robin Eternal, when they were celebrating the 80th anniversary of the character of Robin. So it was all just like, it was a good year for Robin fans, for Nightwing, Dick Grayson fans especially. Some great stories there, great character moments. So it was Duke Thomas, and Scott Snyder ended up turning him into the Signal, which is Gotham's first daytime superhero. Because you think about it, all the superheroes, all the vigilantes in Gotham, they're out at night.
That's true.
But they wanted he's called the Signal. They wanted something to signal that like Gotham was safe. He was their guy that went out during the day, that he had some kind of latent energy based metahuman powers or something that was activated in him. He has some kind of abilities. I don't know what they are. I don't remember. But I thought it was cool that it's like, yeah, Scott Snyder's the first person to actually create like a daytime vigilante superhero for Gotham. It's kind of weird that they hadn't done that before.
Yeah. And you know, I didn't even get into Carrie Kelly. Is that her name?
Yeah.
The Dark Knight, right. I never even got into Carrie Kelly Robin, who I think she became, was it Cat Girl? Was that the name?
Yeah.
In the third one, the second one, yeah. So if Vanessa's watching, there you go, Vanessa. That's, I told you, right? Spoonie can give you a little bit of education.
Well, I know they brought in Carrie Kelly during the New 52 when Damian Robin was temporarily dead, and Bruce Wayne was trying to track down like, what were his last days? Who was he talking to? And he was taking acting lessons from Carrie Kelly or something like that at like student theater. Who knows why? But who else was there?
I feel like people to me now they're like, oh, are they talking about Batman and Superman again? Yeah, guys, that's what we like.
I'm sure I'm free. And then there's all alternate reality stuff, right? Where anybody could be a Robin or whatever.
All right, let's watch the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Let's do it. That just brings joy to my heart to watch Turtles.
Wow, it looks like they cleaned it up really well.
Yeah.
I am proud of you, my son.
You know what I'm surprised though? They're re-releasing this for the 35th anniversary, but they're not re-releasing the Power Rangers movie for the 30th anniversary. Right?
That's interesting.
Mastery comes not of the body, but
I mean, there's
of the
nothing
mind.
really to discuss on this. Like,
Together,
this is just a great
there
movie,
is
let's be
nothing
honest.
Who owns the rights to the North American or Western rights to Power Rangers? Is it Disney still?
That's so fucking complicating right now because it was. Oh, look at that. Oh wow, okay. I didn't know we'd never before seen footage in there. The Power Rangers, man, it was originally owned, we all know, owned by Saban and Fox Kids. Then it was sold off to Disney. Then Saban bought it back and was co-owning it with Nickelodeon.
Yep.
And then Hasbro came in. Hasbro wanted to. Bandai was losing the license, so Hasbro came in and started producing Power Rangers toys. And then Saban was working together with Hasbro, and then Hasbro bought it. So Hasbro was co-owning it then with Nickelodeon. But now it's like I think Hasbro sold the line to Playmates.
I thought Playmates was bought by Hasbro, and they're a division of Hasbro, like Kenner.
Oh, okay.
Right? Hasbro owns Kenner, and I think they just brought it back when they're trying to cash in on nostalgia for old Star Wars toys. They brought back the Kenner logo and line.
Nope, that's the wrong thing. I Googled Playmates, and it gave me Playboy Playmate.
Whoops. It's a good thing you're not screen sharing.
Whoops, exactly. My wife's gonna be like, what are you looking at? Toys, I promise.
Why is your search history completely clear?
Doesn't say anything about Hasbro, but you could be right. I mean, you could be right.
I know it's complicated. I had no idea it was as bad as what you were saying.
It's yeah. Now, like, Netflix is uploading, like, Netflix has rights to show Power Rangers, and I got so aggravated last weekend when I was like, new season of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers on Netflix. I'm like, Power Rangers Reignited. So I thought, oh, did Playmates work with Netflix to make like a cartoon that I did not know of, or maybe remake the show? I turn it on, man. They just removed the logo at the end where it says Saban's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and it just says Power Rangers Reignited. So it's exactly Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the show we grew up with. And now at the end of the show, they're like, fun fact, did you know? I'm like, this is bullshit. What are you doing here? This is your exact definition of a fucking crash grab. Sorry.
Did they at least try to upscale, convert the video into a better resolution, put it into at least a HD 16:9 format, or we're talking the original 4:3 old school TV?
Nope. But I started rewatching Toxic Crusaders, and they did a pretty good job on that.
I haven't seen that show in forever.
So good.
I still have one or two of the figures from back in the day, but
take you down memory lane, huh, man? Look at that.
Yeah.
Ozzy and Dr. Killomoff. I'm actively searching for the old I'm dropping everything. Whoops. Give me a second. A second. Keep talking. I can hear you. I'm actively looking for the old Playmates Toxic Crusaders toys, man.
Anyways, I've got this one. Don't remember the character's name. He looks like he's kind of like a soldier guy. He's got like an army vest. He's got like a helmet.
Yeah.
But he's like part tree, so I think there's like
Major Disaster.
Kind of is that who it was?
Major Disaster, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Dude, look at us, like in our late 30s and talking about toys. So that's the only one you have is Major Disaster?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I'm sorry. I'd be like, okay, obviously I would like to get him, but for me, it's like I want to get Toxie. I want to get Dr. Killomoff. I want to get my two favorites though from the show. I want to get No Zone, with the big nose.
I do.
And Junkyard.
I feel like I had the No Zone figure. I don't know what happened to it because I feel like I've still got one or two of the accessories. I've got like a blue backpack with a nose on it, and so I don't know if I'll ever find that other one, but I know I've got Major Disaster at least.
Nice.
I know the accessories.
I don't know if you watched, or if I showed you, or if you watched my Comic Hunter toy hunt video. Like I found the Scumbug toy from the '80s line of Turtles.
Yeah.
And Vanessa, at first glance, was she's like, "Is that Turtles or is that Toxic Crusaders?" I was like, "Oh no, that's Turtles." But Scumbug looks like it could have been part of the Toxic Crusaders line, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That was the cool thing though about Playmates. I find that some of the best toy lines ever made literally are the Turtles toys and the Toxic Crusaders. And apparently, before they got canceled, Toxic Crusaders, because the cartoon, not just the toys were done by the same company, but the cartoon was done by Fred Wolf, both Turtles and Toxic Crusaders. So apparently, in the second season, they were ready and set to go and have a crossover between the Turtles and Toxic Crusaders. Oh, what could have been, you know?
Ah, that's too bad.
I know.
But that was back in the day where you didn't have these giant media titan corporations fighting for control over these properties, so stuff was possible, like having Usagi Yojimbo in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, where he was his own comic book character. I think he was created by Stan Sakai or something like that, and it was just like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It was an indie comic book. I think the creators happened to have a working relationship, so they said, "Yeah, throw your character in. Who cares?"
Yeah, and then
Why
actually
not? Good exposure for you.
Exactly, and I think Stan Sakai actually in the '90s brought over Usagi over to Mirage Comics, where it stayed until they folded, and then so yeah, like. But the thing is, a lot of people think that Usagi is a Turtles character, though.
Says I've got. Are you okay? What's?
Whoop! Did I lag?
Or me. Somebody did.
Oop. I was just saying that some people thought that, like, people still think that Usagi is a turtle character.
Which, I mean, for me, my first introduction to him was through the Turtles.
Yeah.
And then it was later on. I think it was around the time. Do you remember when Jim Lee did his own take on the Turtles figures?
I'm still hunting for those, by the way.
Yeah, I never got my hands on them. But it was sort of around that time that I started becoming aware of more of the other stuff and finding out, like, oh, this character is actually not an original Turtles creation. He's from his own separate universe type thing.
Yeah. I believe that those Jim Lee Turtles, though, I think, weren't they supposed to coincide with what Image was doing and their cross with Savage Dragon even?
Yeah, because that was the time they put out those Savage Dragon figures, I believe.
That's it. And I don't even think they used all 4 Turtles. Because if you look at the toys, the Jim Lee's, I've searched. I think he only put out 3 of the Turtles. So I'm thinking to myself, because I never really read that much of the Savage Dragon and Turtles crossovers. I'd like to. But I'm wondering to myself, like, is there only 3 of them that were in the Savage Dragon? Or, because I think I have 1 or 2 Savage Dragon Turtles one-shots, and all 4 of them are on there, so not sure what the story is behind just the 3 Turtle toys, but... But I think that, yeah.
Maybe it's a Last Ronin type situation, or... There was that Image when Image was doing the Turtles, right? They had that one Donatello got like half disintegrated, and he became part cyborg or something.
Yeah.
So maybe it's from that era, and the reason why we don't see Donatello is because he looks like a different I don't know.
It's possible.
It would be weird that they only put out 3, but as like you say, I haven't read the story. So I don't know if that's meaningful or not.
I mean, look, I'm not the biggest fan. If you ask me, I'm not the biggest fan of the most recent 5th Turtle that they added like a couple years back in the IDW comics. Jenica, the 5th Turtle.
No, the 5th Turtle is Venus de Milo. Get it right.
You know, she does appear in the IDW comics, huh?
Oh, really?
Yeah, they brought her back.
Okay. For people who don't know, we're referencing the Fox Kids live-action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the next mutation.
Yeah, so like that.
What they called it. Those characters were they in an episode of Power Rangers in Space, or was it vice versa? Power Rangers were in an episode of Turtles.
I think it was. I think they They each appeared on each show, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it was from that time period.
The
Yeah.
crossover everybody wanted, but nobody wanted.
It's what you think you would want it until you actually see what they gave you.
I still had fun. I know that I had to remove all of my movie nights from the channel because the stupid freaking DMCA takedown because of the Fantastic Four 90s film. But,
Yeah, that sucked.
Yeah. But I still had fun doing that Turtles video and you chiming in on the next Mutation pilot movie. That was a lot of fun, man.
So what did you say the new turtle is? Jenica? Jellica?
I never know how to pronounce properly. Janika. Anyways, what she is that she's like a former Foot Clan assassin.
Okay.
Who ended up striking like a bond and friendship, I think, with Leonardo. And when I think the Foot Clan and Shredder found out, they left her for dead. So Leonardo helps her by giving her a blood transfusion.
Okay.
And so in doing so, she mutates into a turtle.
Into the She-Hulk?
Yeah, exactly.
That's kind of weird.
I know, right? It doesn't really mirror Jen Walton.
So she's going human to mutant rather than animal to mutant.
Yeah.
I know in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles tabletop role-playing stuff, there's a difference between mutants that evolve or mutants that devolve. Like whether you start off as a human and you get mutated into some animal thing versus where you start as an animal and get mutated into a human. Because you get better, certain attributes are better. Like if you start off as a wolf and turn into a human mutant, then you've better stamina, whatever else. It doesn't matter.
It's weird. Like the whole lore on the mutation thing. Like if you're basing it solely on Easton and Laird comics and even like the 2003 show, it's animals,
right?
But if you're basing it on like the 1980s show, the 2012 series, humans can mutate also into animals. So it's really like, and I think there's some certain comic books too where they're like, yeah, and humans can mutate too. So I don't know. Again, that's another thing, just like the Power Rangers toy line and then like the rights. That's confusing, and that's that I feel like that would be a whole conversation in and of its own. Just trying to figure out the kinks on that, man.
Have you realized that between Power Rangers, Ninja Turtles, and Texas Chainsaw Massacre, we've spent a lot of this stream talking about licensing and distribution rights?
That should have been the stream.
Yeah.
Licensing and distribution. All right, well, speaking of licensing and distribution, okay, I know it is Saturday afternoon, and I'm sure some people are with their family. So do you want to watch the gory, unrated trailer, or do you want to watch the family-friendly trailer?
I'll watch the family-friendly one.
All right. Should be this one, I hope.
Do you know, is it just the same trailer, but they...
Political extremists have taken hostages.
It's the same trailer, they just edited it, they censored it, basically.
Yeah, maybe they'll zoom in on certain scenes to crop out whatever offensive thing, or...
Okay. We lost Shelly a year ago.
Mind you, I watched the trailer, I did the whole review on it. It looks good.
That part's pretty good. I don't want to hurt him.
Why didn't you do anything?
Sometimes it's better to do nothing.
Again, what? How did they land this guy for this movie?
You're saying that this
I don't know, man. Kevin Bacon's in it, dude.
would knowingly poison its own customers just to boost their own profit margins?
Summon the nuts.
Okay, summoning.
That's Elijah Wood?
Yeah.
I didn't want any of this.
Yeah, this movie looks surreal.
You're not a monster. Show him your good heart.
Hey, buddy, I'm your dad.
And you know what I'm talking about? He doesn't even play Toxie. Yeah, there you go. He doesn't even play Toxie in the outfit. He's just as the voice.
But sometimes...
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Gotta do something.
Who the are you?
Just some dude with a mouth.
I recommend watching the uncensored version after.
Yeah, well, you can actually see what's going on.
Do you realize what's at stake here?
Everything!
Find him, bring him here.
There you are.
Okay. Oh.
That was just self-defense. You haven't killed anyone else, have you?
See, when you say, self-defense.
I don't know. It's you shattered the illusion for me by telling me it's not actually Peter Dinklage in the suit.
Fair.
The Toxic Avenger.
That's what the kids are calling him. I think it's swell.
I know. I had that illusion shattered too because I was like, "This is gonna be Peter Dinklage, man." And I
Still,
was like,
even getting him to do the voice and the pre-Toxie stuff. Again, maybe he lost a bet. He must be a fan because I have no idea. Or somebody again, this guy's at the height of his career, could probably pick and choose from roles that he's being offered, and he does Toxic Avenger.
Spoonie is really like, how the hell? When I go on Wikipedia, it just says that in 2020 he joined the cast. That's all it's saying. That's the crazy thing, man.
It's a basic press release.
Yeah. He must be. He must like it, or he must thought to himself, in the roles that I've done in my career, this is something different. You know, maybe that's what he was thinking to himself.
Yeah, stretch your wings a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen a lot of actors do it. Did the gamble pay off for some of them? Not really. Some of them, yes, you know.
Well, I know this is one you'll definitely be grabbing the Blu-ray for. So
oh, yeah.
Maybe there's some special features on there that might illuminate a little bit more of the process. Would love a commentary track with him, but
oh yeah,
that might be asking a little too much. But I can see behind the scenes and promotional stuff.
Yeah, that's fair. Honestly, like I said, this is the movie that I'm looking forward to the most when it comes to this month's movies. I've been rewatching the Toxic Avenger movies to get myself hyped up for it.
Oh yeah.
Like the first movie is a classic, but the second and third movies, man, they are so awful. It's insane. Like they are so bad. Then you get the Toxic Avenger 4, and it's like watching a train wreck, but it's still good. I feel like 2 and 3 had studio interference, and that's why when it came to 4, it feels like a trauma movie again.
Yeah.
So yeah, so there you go. Those are the August movies. Anything? I mean, I know Naked Gun's out. I know you really want to see that. But apart from these trailers, I mean, is there anyone specific that you're looking forward to? I know. Freakier Friday, right?
Yeah, I can't wait.
I know, right?
It's you know what's a shame? It's that movie theaters still don't show movies in 3D. I would pay for IMAX 3D screening of that.
Opening night, right, Spoonie?
Well, yeah.
Spider 3D on opening night.
And you got to pay for those theaters where you get like it's like a sofa.
Yeah.
And they'll bring you alcohol and stuff.
And Spoonie's like, shut up, take my money, give me that $100 Jamie Lee Curtis popcorn.
Yeah, exactly.
Why not, right? So we've been having fun watching movie trailers. You want to keep going? Want to see some trailers for movies coming up in the coming months?
Yeah, if you think there's anything good.
Well, I got a bunch of them here. Let me know what you want to see. We got Tron, we got Black Phone 2, we got the new Mortal Kombat trailer, Springsteen, The Running Man, Predator, Silent Night, Deadly Night remake, Zootopia 2, and Avatar.
Didn't they remake Silent Night, Deadly Night a couple years ago?
I thought so
like
too.
Like a decade ago?
I thought so too, yeah. And I think they just called it Silent Night, didn't they?
Maybe. I feel like they did that like the 2010s or something.
It's possible. You know who would know? I'm sure he's not watching, but you know who would know? Review Spot. He's a big fan of the Silent Night, Deadly Night films. Okay. Well, I guess we can go in order. I mean, why not? There you go. And you know what the worst part is that we didn't hear any of the sound before. For the August movie Mania thing, I had a whole explosion and everything, man.
Well, we saw the graphics.
Yeah, that's fair. At least we could see that there with the upcoming movies. All right. Tron. I'm a huge fan of the Tron series. I don't know how good this is going to be, though. Let's take a look.
Since time began.
Is this live action or okay, cool.
Yeah, I believe so.
Am I alone?
I'm sorry, I don't want to watch more animated Tron.
So much talk of AI
Even though
big tech today.
Come on, the first Tron movie was really good, though. Even though it's
what are they going to look like when
limited
we get
looking
there?
now. It was good though for its
folks.
time.
No, I mean like there was like a Tron anime show or something, wasn't there?
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
Are coming here.
No, I agree with you.
I would like you to meet Ares.
It's Morbin time.
He's biblically strong.
Greatest line ever.
Fast.
Speaking of weirdos that you have to separate from their art,
And if he is struck
this
down on
guy has done some good performances, but you've heard
I will
about the
simply
stuff he
make
did
you
while
another.
he was method acting the Joker in Suicide Squad, right?
Yes.
Like sending dead animals to his castmates and keeping himself segregated from all the cast and crew and talking to himself when they weren't felt like he went full on.
Yeah. I mean, so did Heath Ledger, but that unfortunately didn't end well for Heath Ledger.
What are
Yeah.
I mean, it looks cool so far, though.
Yeah.
Something I do not understand.
This looks like it's definitely going to come down to the story.
Yeah.
Hang on!
Oh, it looks awesome.
A malfunctioning program who wants to live. Why is that? It's just a feeling.
Are they still bringing back Jeff Bridges? Holy crap.
I'm confused by that, though. Did you see Tron Legacy?
Yeah.
Well, the way Tron Legacy ends, I'm confused as to why Jeff Bridges is back.
I don't know. Also, he looks old. I know he's been
nice.
like you see in Tom Hanks is in some movie that's come out or coming out on Amazon Prime called Home. Keep seeing ads for it. It's driving me insane. But the idea is like they're doing a movie that takes place over the course of decades, but because Tom Hanks has been working for decades, they have video reference of him from the 70s, from the 80s, so they can use AI to, like you saw in Ant-Man with Michael Douglas when they de-aged him, or when they've de-aged Sam Jackson and some of the other Marvel stuff. They're doing that with Tom Hanks here. Right, because they've got decades worth of his face, him speaking on video.
Yeah.
Modern technology means you can use him and just change certain features that are already there. You're just maybe smoothing out some things or whatever. So,
I heard about that movie. Yeah.
The whole thing takes place from a single viewpoint. Like I think the movie starts off, you're looking at trees. And then it kind of time lapses to trees being cut down, and then they're digging a hole and they're actually building the house, and the house goes up, and you see the families that lived there before until it gets to like the Tom Hanks family, and then it starts to focus on that family. And but the camera never moves; it's always from the same point of view in their living room. You don't see what happens in the rest of the house. Just if they're walking through talking, you might be able to. I haven't seen the movie, but the trailer has been shown to me so many times. I'm sick of it. I'll probably watch it at some point, but it's just obnoxious.
So it's like this fucking movie, man.
Well,
yeah, I think I heard about that movie. Yeah, it's like you said, it's just the one constant shot in the one room. Yeah, that's a bold filmmaking move. Honestly,
I think it's I think it's interesting, and from that alone, I'd want to check it out just because. Yeah, it's just one static scene for frame that the characters walk in and out of and through. So you might not be getting the full conversation. Might start in the kitchen and end up in there, so you're only getting the last half or what. Like,
yeah,
it could be an interesting movie.
Fair enough. All right. Have you seen the first Black Phone movie?
Yeah, and I thought it was creepy, but I didn't really care for it.
Okay. So do you want to watch the trailer for the second one, or you want to skip that one?
Honestly, I've seen it already, and I think it looks so much better than the first one.
Yeah.
So a little bit of spoilers for the first one, I guess. Well, not really, because the trailer shows it. So this kid's abducted, and he's getting these calls from the dead kids and stuff like that, or whatever. And I felt like they showed too much in that movie. I felt like I don't want to see like ghosts or anything like that. I think it would have been cooler if they actually toned down some of the stuff that we saw.
Yeah.
But I mean, the tagline for Black Phone 2 is "Death is just a word" or "Dead is just a word."
Yeah.
Because Ethan Hawke's character dies by the end of the first film, but he's coming back again as the villain. And that is just a word. So
it looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, and it's the same writer and director as the first one. So Scott Derrickson, who also did, not mistaken, he did Insidious.
No,
Insidious,
he did Sinister.
Sinister, sorry, and he also did the first Doctor Strange movie. So
yeah, and The Exorcism of Emily Rose, and
right.
There's some movie where it's based off a true story. It takes place in a New York City Zoo or something.
So
anyways,
nice to say the guy knows horror.
Yeah,
you know, like it's like Mike Flanagan, who everybody loves.
I was just gonna say Mike Flanagan is probably the best.
Apparently, Life of Chuck though is not a horror movie. I heard it's more of like a lighthearted fantasy. I'm seeing it now available to stream. So,
well, I mean, to be
interesting.
To be fair, Stephen King is considered a horror. But he wrote like The Green Mile, and he's wrote a number. Was Dolores Claiborne and Hearts in Atlantis or something?
Yeah.
A lot of movies.
Sandlot?
I don't think so.
I thought he did, but I know he also wrote Shawshank. That was like.
Yeah. So, that's what I'm thinking now. Not Green Mile, Shawshank.
I think you're right. I think he did do Green Mile also. I think you're right.
Anyways, he's got a reputation for being like the master of horror, of contemporary horror, but he's written a lot of stories, or at least a number of stories that are maybe thrilling in a different way, but are not horror. So, maybe this thing with Scott Derrickson, maybe something like that. The Body.
Stand By Me, that's what he wrote. Yeah. But yeah. Okay. You know what? We gotta watch it though. We gotta watch this one, Spoonie. This just looks awesome. I'm not gonna lie to you. We gotta watch it, dude. No context. I'm just playing it.
From New Line Cinema, the studio that brought.
Have you seen it though? Have you seen the trailer?
Hard to Cage. And
oh yeah. I just didn't recognize this part.
Uncaged Fury. Starring Johnny Cage.
It's showtime.
Now, I didn't like the first Mortal Kombat remake movie.
Pissed him off.
Yeah.
I think we're on the right track with this film.
I don't think many people did. It wasn't bad. I just think it wasn't what audience wanted from a Mortal Kombat movie.
Exactly.
Uncaged Fury.
I love that was the trailer they released.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to play the other one that everyone on the internet's been freaking out over lately because the character Jade has a shaved head.
Bro, I don't care about that, man. Like,
well, the fact that they started freaking out, one of the movie producers went on Twitter and responded by saying, it's called the story arc. Please wait for the movie to come out. Like, maybe she catches on fire and or maybe as some sort of, she's dishonored her clan, so she shaves it. Like, we don't know. But seeing 2 seconds is not.
No, that's
you don't know what's happening.
So you've seen the trailer then?
I've seen clips of it. I didn't.
Oh, okay. Well, do you want to see the full thing then?
Yeah, why not?
All right. It looks good. I'm not gonna lie, it looks good. I mean, okay, so maybe we can skip Springsteen because, like, whatever. But after Mortal Kombat, like, there's Running Man, Predator, Silent Night, Avatar, and Zootopia. I mean, I don't think any of us have seen any of those trailers. So, all right, here we go.
Red Band trailer.
Yeah, it's the only one I can find.
No, I don't care.
You're Johnny Cage. I loved Citizen Cage when I was a kid.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
They should
This
do a
actor's
reboot.
good, though.
Nobody wants that. Shit went out in the 90s.
I love,
Johnny
what's it,
You have been chosen to fight.
Keith Urban?
Tell me you're not.
Yeah.
I love this guy, man. Judge Dredd. He played. I don't like the J.J. Abrams Star Trek, but he did play my favorite character, Bones McCoy.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Where the hell am I?
Bones is the best character because in this futuristic utopia where humanity has solved all their medical problems and ended world hunger, this is the one guy that's still cynical and bitter.
Yeah. But Bones has always been that great of a character.
Okay, this looks crazy.
Yeah.
This looks like what the first movie should have been.
You dickheads in or what?
Is that Kano?
I'm not some champion.
There we
I
go.
don't have transformer arms. Or shoot lightning bolts. This shit's got nothing to do with me. I'm an actor.
Let's show Colin.
I find you annoying.
Oh, wow. You think they're gonna have Melina in this?
Maybe.
It's time
No.
to become the hero you were meant to.
Yeah.
All right,
No
you
fun.
big ugly fuck. It's showtime.
Get over here!
Of course.
Oh, Noob Saibot?
Noob Saibot, bro.
Wow.
I was not expecting that.
Next, you're gonna tell me they're putting rain in. Oh, wow.
Are you shitting me?
Okay.
You don't have any powers? Just incredibly handsome.
Okay, so I guess that is Kano. Yeah. I love Kano. Such a bad guy. Like, it's always satisfying to beat the crap out of him.
He's a douche. What a fun douche, you know. What's your favorite version of Kano though? Like the Kano from the first game, or the Kano that came later on? That I think it was bald, right?
I'm just thinking of the most recent one I've seen, which is Mortal Kombat 11, where he's kind of okay. You know the first Suicide Squad movie, the Captain Boomerang character.
Oh,
it's kind of like he's Australian as well, but he's just kind of like a mercenary, sort of out for himself, like just a really bad dude. He would betray anybody, or because in the lore, I think he killed Sonya Blade's partner.
Yeah,
and I think he's responsible for Jax losing his arms.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, it's a good guy to hate.
Yeah. That's the thing though. That's one thing though. Jax. Okay, I've seen Jax in lore where he's lost his arms, but then they made that stupid Annihilation movie, and it's just freaking like shields on it. Like, come on, man. Like,
that's a bold choice.
It was a bold choice, but it still sucked.
Yeah.
Although not as much as in the first movie when Jax gets his arms ripped off and you slowly see like the small mechanical arms. It's like, what is this, man? He looks like T-Rex.
One thing I did kind of, a thought popped into my head while watching that trailer is that it's interesting to see now that Shao Kahn is kind of being recognized as one of the main threats in the Mortal Kombat universe. Yeah. I think if you can remember back in the 90s, like I can, Goro was like the icon of the game. Goro was the guy you didn't want to fight. Just this alien, forearms, just beat the crap out of you. He can hold you and punch you at the same time. Like,
yeah. Well,
he was almost harder to beat than Shao Kahn.
Yeah, yeah. I remember walking into Radio Shack. You remember that?
Yeah.
When I was a kid, man, they had the demo set up for, I forget if it was Genesis or Super Nintendo, whatever it was. And literally the image you saw for Mortal Kombat was Goro.
Yeah.
100%, you're right. I don't think it was until Mortal Kombat 2 that Shao Kahn really started becoming the threat, and then they used him, obviously, as the villain in Annihilation. But yeah, over the years, it's been Goro, it's been Shang Tsung, but later, as the years went on, Shao Kahn became the big bad of the series.
Well, I think, isn't like Quan Chi or something?
Oh, yeah.
Technically the most powerful. I don't know. It's got such a convoluted plot. Yeah. I know the games, the last one that came out a year or two ago, Mortal Kombat 1, where they're taking the last 11 games and they're like, look, let's just reboot the franchise to the core of what people remember. Because they got into time travel and stuff.
Yeah.
It just, while it might have made for an entertaining storyline, it's like, how does this relate to this Tournament of Champions or whatever?
Yeah. At least Street Fighter, they're like, we know. we're not otherworldly. There are otherworldly characters, yes, but they're like, we know. We know. All right. So yeah, you said Running Man. You didn't know they were making a movie of that.
No, I guess I shouldn't be surprised.
Let's take a look.
Filming me!
Oh man, I'm so sorry. I really am sorry about the loudness. Like, it's just I'm uploading the video and it just
one child in medical crisis. We need money for a doctor now.
Who is this guy?
Ben, watch yourself.
Employment status blacklisted.
I think that's the guy from the Twisters movie.
Oh yeah, it's like, what's his name? Like Colin something? Colin Powell or no?
It's our birthright. Set it free. Welcome to the Running Man.
People on these games never come back.
I'm not trying to get myself killed, so kiss my ass twice.
Right there is why you can.
Josh Brolin.
The rules are simple. Survive 30 days. The entire nation hunting you down.
Already, he's like, I don't know, man.
Oh well, yeah, that's a more interesting premise. The entire nation.
And you're right, though, man.
And burn this building.
Scott Pilgrim.
I promise. That's
the Cornetto trilogy.
Yeah.
This is America, goddammit.
It could be good. I mean, listen, we're talking about, how fans of things, it's worth it, right? Because apparently he's a fan of Running Man, the book. He's been wanting to get this done since before he worked on Scott Pilgrim.
Okay. I mean, my impression is turning around from what I'm seeing here.
Have you ever wondered if this game is rigged?
Scott Pilgrim.
We'll find out.
Exactly.
You might be moving up too fast. Hey, buddy. You're on freebie. You better run.
Are they trying to do a one-shot there?
Probably.
Back at you.
Oh.
I'm still here.
You shit eaters.
Okay, so I felt that it started off looking a little generic. That's why my first reaction was just kind of like,
Super Soaker?
Crazy?
But the concept that, like, the first one was what, an abandoned building or something like that.
Yeah.
The fact that this is like the whole world is the arena, and you're being hunted by anybody and everybody. I think that's interesting, and some of the action stuff they showed towards the end there looked cool.
Yeah.
So I went from like to like oh, that looks good.
And mind you, The Running Man with Arnold Schwarzenegger, it's one of the surprisingly better action movies of the 80s, you know? So it does look like they are, because I can't say that I've read every single one of Stephen King's books, but there are certain things where I know cliff notes and I know like the idea behind it. So it does seem like they are taking that whole premise of his book, where it is the low income family that want to, you know, I think in the book it's like it's his daughter that's sick or something like that. So it looks like they're taking that premise with The Running Man, but it's also like it looks kind of, it's an homage to the old Schwarzenegger film too, with like the big grandiose action scenes. You know what I mean? So could be a good one. You never know, right? Like you said, you went from being like to okay, this looks pretty good. So let's see what else we have. You a fan of the Predator movies? I don't think we've ever spoken about that.
I am. Give me a second to go grab something to drink. I'm just gonna mute my stuff here, but you should keep talking.
Yeah, no problem. So Predator, I think the last movie that we had come out from Predator was, well, I know there's a movie out right now, and I'm not quite sure. It's like an animated movie or something like that. But I think the last Predator movie we had was Prey, and I'm gonna be very honest with you. I would be lying if I said I saw that movie. The last Predator movie I saw was Predators. No, sorry, not Predators. The Predator, the one that came out in 2017 or 2018. That was a shitty movie. I'm not gonna lie to you. That was a really bad movie. But it looks like with the rise of more alien stuff through through Fox and Disney, Alien Covenant was pretty good. So, brand new Predator movie. Hopefully, it's better than the last Predator movie that came out in 2018 or 2017.
What was that? 2018?
It was called The Predator, I think.
Oh God! Oh my God! I forgot that one happened. Oh. Why did they make it a comedy? Why did they cast Keegan-Michael Key and other comedic actors? Why? The lovable group of misfit mental cases.
Right. I saw there's, especially what happens to Sterling K. Brown in the movie, I started laughing. I was like, what the fuck, man? Where he puts the tech on his shoulder, right?
Yeah.
And the Predator's gun just blows his head off. I was like, you're an idiot, right? You knew that was going to happen. The choices they made with that movie, man.
So are they going forward? We're just pretending that didn't happen?
I would like to assume
because
so.
The follow-up was right. They're like, now that we've got their weapons, we're going to take the fight to them. I don't want to see that.
This seems like it's so far off from that last movie. So.
What are their species called? Like Yao Tai or something? I don't care about their culture.
Yeah.
I know they come from like a hunter culture. That's enough. They're trying to kill us, and we need to survive.
Look, you want to watch a good Predator movie? Watch the first Predator movie. Want to watch another good Predator movie? Watch the second Predator movie.
I think Prey is better than Predator 2. Did you see Prey?
I haven't seen Prey. I've been trying so badly to watch Prey.
It's being ransomed on Disney Plus. Disney owns Fox, so they make Fox owns the Alien and Predator stuff, which means you can only watch it on Disney Plus. I would have hoped they would put out like a DVD Blu-ray thing, but I mean, I can't guarantee that's out there. Really good story. really interesting
Okay.
because I have a fondness for any kind of science fiction or stuff that isn't contemporary, or I should say that isn't futuristic. Stuff that's contemporary is better, like modern day stuff. But especially like when you get science fiction or horror and they do like a period piece. So at the end of Predator 2, where because Danny Glover kills that predator, the others appear and they give him that weapon, that flintlock pistol, and it says like 1738. We find out where that comes from in the movie Prey.
Okay.
So it takes place back in like kind of pioneer times, settling times, and
okay.
It's a good story. It's a really good movie. Yeah, it definitely makes up for the 2017 Predator, and I didn't mind Predators.
It's okay. Yeah, it was okay.
There were aspects of it I liked. I liked the idea that the Predators assembled like Earth's most violent killers to create the ultimate hunting experience, right? They're not just taking like, we're talking people that are responsible for like mass murders and stuff like that.
Yeah. But even at that, though, I feel like you're right. Though I've heard nothing but good things about Prey, and I think they're on a good track with the Alien and Predator stuff because even Alien Covenant was really good. I really liked it.
Covenant.
That was the most recent one that came out last year.
No, that's Romulus.
Oh, Romulus. My
Covenant
bad.
was the one, but Covenant was the last one that had Michael Fassbender in it.
Yeah.
That was the last one that Ridley Scott had true control over.
Yep.
Before the franchise was bought by Fox.
Yeah.
And now they're doing their own thing.
Yeah.
He had, like, James Cameron, when he envisioned Avatar, he envisioned it as a trilogy of movies. Disney bought Fox, so they own Avatar. Now it's turned into 5 movies. He wanted 3, they wanted 5. So now there's 5. There's going to be 5 movies.
And we'll take a look at that. I think what we're going to do is, I realize it's already 3:30, man. We're going to watch some trailers. Wow. I think what we'll do is we'll watch the trailers all back to back, divulge, and then try not to make it a 3-hour, 2.5 hour long, 3-hour live stream today. But what do you think? We'll just do the trailers back to back?
Yeah.
Okay. But before we do that, have you seen Romulus, though, Alien Romulus?
I did. Yeah, I liked it. I want to watch it again. I watched it off a Disney Plus trial. Unfortunately, I decided not to let that continue. And I've been making some videos on my channel lately about how Microsoft is really like messing. I've got another video that I was gonna put out later today because they did something else. But then I woke up to even more dumb news. So it's like every day, every other day, they're just the news.
That's on top of the dumb news that's happening in our country now because of
35% tariffs. Is that what you're talking about?
Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah, this has got to end soon. This is untenable.
I'm never one to talk politics, and neither are you. And I'm always gonna be like,
especially economics and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't have an economics background. I don't know stocks. I don't know the market.
And I'm very happy to say, like, I love our United States friends. I love when we have friends from the United States that interact with us. But for those of you guys from the United States, whether one of you guys are watching from the States here or if you guys watch the replay after, if you didn't vote for that president, I'm so sorry, because this is not what anybody in the world is asking for. And that's the extent that I'm ever going to talk about on my channel, because it's just ridiculous now. Like, because it does kind of go into like buying movies and buying, the things we like to do. It's going to make so much stuff even more pricey. And like you said to me yesterday, man, already groceries is so freaking expensive too,
Well, most, like, I'm just going to talk about produce, especially fruits and stuff. What I see in Southern Ontario in the supermarket, so much of this stuff is coming from Mexico. Southern Ontario used to be called the Sunshine Belt, used to have tons of farmland, greenhouses growing tomatoes, all kinds of stuff all year round. they all grow weed now. Now that cannabis is legal, it's more profitable.
Yeah.
So that means we're importing a lot more food, especially a lot more produce. I previously worked in food manufacturing, like at a factory. They closed the factory down because just cost reasons. They moved it to the States. But what with the state of the economy, with tariffs, and this was pre-pandemic, I'm wondering if they would have still made that decision.
Yeah, it's fair.
Because with the cost for 35% tariff, a lot of companies I think are going to feel it, and I can see maybe some companies pulling out of the Canadian market.
Yeah,
because they're not making enough money off the product with the tariffs and stuff to continue. Canada's a tiny market. Like, the population of our whole country is that of New York State alone.
Oh yeah.
So it's like we're relatively insignificant, and then add the fact that each province has its own provincial taxes and regulations. It might not be worth it for a lot of companies to continue send products to Canada.
And that's it. But that's that he just wants to absorb Canada as a state, and I'm sorry to say, but it's not going to fucking happen.
That's always been hyperbolic. It's impossible to do that because Canada has international relations with countries that the U.S. doesn't have. So you'd be breaking international treaties. We have relationships with other countries that are different than the United States relationships with them. How we interact with Mexico is different than how the U.S. interacts with Mexico.
Yeah.
So it's just, you can't. It would create a diplomatic global nightmare. It'll never happen.
Yeah.
And also the fact that, okay, you get country, but is the term officially a republic? Where we're made up of different states or provinces, or no? That's it's a federation, I think. Anyways, I think it's way too complicated legally. Anywhere from like a municipal level all the way up to federal and international. Also, we're Commonwealth. We can't do anything without the monarchy's approval.
No, exactly.
If you're not from Canada, or maybe you are and you don't know politics very well, the Prime Minister isn't the highest position in Canada. It's something called the Governor General.
Yeah.
What happens is, like, let's say the Prime Minister wants to do something. They have to take it to the Governor General, who has to take it to the monarchy because we are still a British Commonwealth nation.
Exactly.
And it's up to them to decide whether we enact a new law or make any changes. So the Prime Minister is kind of a figurehead in that sense. Like, he might guide the ship, but the final say is not his or hers.
No, exactly. Yeah. So taking Canada for your own, again, not going to happen. It's not that easy, like you said.
No, it's always, from the first second I heard that statement, I thought, like, okay, that's a funny joke, but realistically, it's an impossibility. Anyways, again, why we end up going back to the topic of like international rights and distribution and contracts and.
Now you know, Spoonie, when you re-upload this to your channel, you know what you're gonna call it.
I'm gonna call it finance talk or something.
Watching trailers while talking finance. All right. Let's just watch back to back. Where's our friend from last stream who was asking us about Zootopia? If he's watching, or if he's gonna watch later on, he's gonna see what we're watching the Zootopia trailer after.
His name was like Dennis or something.
Something like that. Well, if you're still watching, man, we're gonna watch Zootopia. All right. Can I just like upload a chunk buck full, or do I have to do it one at a time? Nah, one at a time. Okay. Right, one at a time, one at a time. All right, whatever. It is what it is.
Oh, there's an Alien show coming too, eh?
Oh, is there?
Yeah, Aliens TV show.
So this is your first time.
Unfortunately, Disney Plus. It looks good. It looks really good.
Okay.
You should, not necessarily on this stream, but when you get a chance, check it out.
Sure. Okay. Oh, okay.
You're after a creature that can't be killed.
Director of Prey. That helps, but I want the writer of Prey.
I could help you.
Fair enough. So this is where
Good luck with your journey.
what I'm gathering so far is we're really merging Alien and Predator in this movie. If she's a synthetic. That's what she looks like.
Here, you're not the predator.
Well, the fact that it starts off with Wayland Yutani.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
You're the prey.
Which is famously the evil corporation from the Aliens franchise.
Yep. So the Predator is being hunted?
We might not be alone in this hunt.
They fight a Transformer?
I was gonna say I thought that was the exosuit that Ripley uses in Aliens. That's what it looked like.
Or ED-109 from RoboCop?
Yeah, that's true. We're gonna merge all the properties now. RoboCop's gonna appear in the movie.
Hey, RoboCop versus Terminator versus the Predator, or those comics, they used to get wild. They'd team ups with everybody.
Judge Dredd versus Alien versus Predator, man.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
That's where it's at, bro. Yeah, I read that.
Although
that was
RoboCop
really
Terminator, I think, was good.
Yeah.
It's been so long since I read a digital copy of it.
I think it was Frank Miller that did the RoboCop versus Terminator.
I think so.
That was fun, and that shock twist, man. It was it not RoboCop who was the villain, or I think that's what it was, right? RoboCop was the villain, and the Terminator was sent back. It was a real convoluted plot, man.
Yeah, it's been a while. I just have fond memories. I remember, like, wow, this was cool.
Yeah. So it looks okay. I can't tell you right now. I can't tell you my opinion. That's just the trailer doesn't give too much, I find.
No, but when you get a chance, definitely check out that Alien show. I don't know when it's coming out. I think in the next couple months. It looks good. Anyways, what's the next trailer we got lined up here?
In 1984, one film shocked audiences.
Was it really from 84?
And traumatized a generation.
I thought it was older.
Okay, well, the same people who do the Terrifier.
Comes a new and unrated vision of the cult classic. This Christmas, spread the holiday fear. Silent night, deadly night.
I have to keep that kill. If you tell me this is directed by the guy who did the Terrifier, I'd be like, yeah, it makes sense.
That didn't look too impressive for me. Although for me, I've only seen the original movie decades after the fact, and so it's like watching maybe like a little piece of horror history, especially since it was like a Canadian indie movie.
Yeah.
And there's this kind of cheesy, nostalgic-ish quality to it, but I don't find it scary. I don't.
No.
And I don't find it all that interesting. Like back in the 70s and 80s, the idea that some maniac with black gloves and you never saw his face was coming to kill you, that was enough. Modern audiences, they've got all this like what they call elevated horror, like Hereditary and Midsummer and The Witch.
I've no interest in those fucking movies, man, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, they're so good. I'm like, okay. It's not for me.
Look, they create, some of them are really good at creating a really creepy atmosphere, but then you don't really necessarily get the payoff that you would in other horror movies.
Yeah.
It's just, you're just left with like, okay, that was a really weird and disturbing movie.
Yeah. I think what it is with Silent Night, Deadly Night, like I love it personally. I have it on Blu-ray. I think what it was is that they were trying to make their own holiday film. That you know, like you had Halloween, you had Friday the 13th, and I think somebody was like, "Hey, we don't have any Christmas slasher movies." Except for well, I'm not sure. I think there was it Christmas Evil before that, but I think they took Christmas Evil and they capitalized on it and made like Silent Night, Deadly Night, which was kind of also similar to, your Halloween. But the story is kind of interesting though about the serial killer though in Silent Night, Deadly Night. That's the one thing I will say though.
Well, you do have Krampus, although that's more supernatural.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And did you see? I just saw that movie Thanksgiving recently. Eli Roth.
I saw that movie.
It was a good return to form for Eli Roth. I was
yeah.
surprised at how violent it got when they.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm like, oh, it's going to be this kind of movie. Okay.
Yeah.
We know the guy gets away at the end. What's the next holiday after Thanksgiving? It's Christmas. So maybe that's the sequel. I know, and it's on Shudder right now. A couple of years ago, they came out with a horror movie called "It's a Wonderful Knife."
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
It's supposed to be like the "It's a Wonderful Life" thing, where the guy he wants to end himself, and the angel comes and shows him what life would be like without him for the people around him, and how, he realizes that he needs to keep going at the very least for the people he loves. It's a Wonderful Knife is, as I understanding, it's like it shows you what would have happened if the serial killer murdered you. How would reality have? There's some kind of slasher aspect to. I heard it's decent. I think it's got some comedic performers in it, so I don't think it takes itself too seriously.
Okay.
But I have not seen it, so I can only give third-hand accounts from reading reviews.
All right. I kind of feel like I have never seen Zootopia. So for me, it would kind of be pointless to watch the trailer if I've never seen it. I know you have, but we've seen Avatar. We watch one last, we watch the new Avatar trailer?
Yeah.
What do you think? Good?
And we're talking the James Cameron Avatar here, right?
Yeah, no, yeah. Well, no, Avatar The Last Airbender. No, I'm just kidding.
No, look, even if it was Airbender, as long as we don't go near the Shyamalan thing.
Oh, that's exactly what I was going to play. I was about to say, hey, we're extending the live stream. We're watching the full Last Airbender movie.
Oh God.
I wouldn't put anybody through that torture.
What would be worse, that or the Dragon Ball movie with the live action one?
Oof.
Maybe we should do a head. If we can actually stomach it, maybe we should do a head-to-head on those things. I couldn't finish Dragon Ball. I thought maybe 15 minutes in. I couldn't. I want to give it a chance, but it didn't want me to watch it.
No. Yeah, I fell asleep on that movie.
Oof.
Bro, I at least with Avatar, The Last Airbender, they tried. I feel with Dragon Ball, it's like they didn't even understand what the assignment was.
No.
Even Piccolo, when he comes in at the end, Lord Piccolo, I'm like, this does not even look like Lord Piccolo, man.
No.
All right.
Anyways, let's do this real Avatar. Do we have any idea what the plot is going to be for this one?
Not sure.
The strength of the ancestors is
here. Looks beautiful like normal. They all look beautiful, the movies. It's not like all the only thing he's doing now, James Cameron, for the rest of his career is just making movies.
Well, like I said, now he's contractually obligated to do 2 extra movies for Disney. Trilogy is now a quintology.
I'm looking for everything to follow.
You cannot live like this, baby. In hate.
Interesting. Interesting.
If there is something you can do, then you must do it.
I mean, it looks cool.
Yeah.
I like
nice.
some of these designs that we're seeing here.
The children. No, Spider. And we will find another way.
All right.
Your goddess has no dominion here.
So they're an evil tribe.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Fire and ash. Okay.
All right.
Sounds like a Game of Thrones book.
So George R. Martin and James Cameron, they teamed up to write the movie. You know?
Oh, then it'll never come out. Perfect.
Exactly. Oh man.
So I thought that trailer looked good.
Was lacking something though?
For me, and this isn't their fault. A lot of trailers are like this. I have no idea what the plot is. I like it when the trailer will try to at least present part of the conflict of the movie. Like, okay, we see them, and then there's this evil tribe, and the evil tribe look like they're working with the humans. But why can you not give us a couple lines of dialogue, like he's betrayed us to the humans or something, so we can? It looks like a bunch of stuff happens. Yeah. It looks good, but as far as a trailer goes, I don't think it executed well because I don't know what the story is.
I feel like it's one of those things that that like these movies, these studios, they like to do first trailer, second trailer, final.
Oh yeah.
So I think that Avatar is going to milk that trailer train up until the movie comes out.
Yeah, you get at least 3 now, right? You get the teaser, then you get the official trailer, then you get at least one more, maybe a week or two before the movie comes out, where they're showing you scenes that they didn't show you in the other stuff. But yeah, then you get like, oh, hey, guess what? There's a convention going on right now. We're gonna have a convention exclusive trailer, and yeah, it's too many. I usually watch like the teaser, and then I watch the final one before it comes out.
Yeah. That makes sense. Look, like you said, at the end of that trailer, oh, it's an evil tribe. We sat through a whole entire trailer, just, what was it, maybe 2.5 minutes long, 3 minutes, these trailers now, and just for all that time, just to be at the end, like, oh, that's what seems like it's going on here. Okay.
Yeah. But as you said, there's probably at least 2 more trailers coming that will probably clear things up.
Probably. But that was a lot of fun, though. That was a lot of fun today. We didn't really have anything too much planned for August, so we figured we'd talk about movies. Hey, you know what I really have been rewatching? I'm saying this because maybe we can talk about this, I don't know, maybe next stream or maybe in October. I'm like almost done rewatching Goosebumps from the 90s.
Oh, wow. Yeah, because it's the 30th anniversary, no?
Exactly. I started watching it at the beginning of the month. And the thing is, like, it's not long, it's short. Like, I think each season has maybe 20 episodes, except for the final season has like 6 or 7 episodes. So it's a very quick watch, Goosebumps. So I've restarted watching that, and I think I'm like close towards the end of season 3 now. I don't know if that's something, maybe like, I know in October it's going to be our Halloween, our spooky season stream. So I don't know if that's something you want to touch on there, or if you want to.
There's a handful of stories that I thought were kind of creepy when I was a kid. I thought Are You Afraid of the Dark was definitely scarier. There's an episode where this guy steals the nose off a clown doll.
Yes.
And then a clown is stalking him. I was terrified. I can't remember how old I was when I saw it. I was terrified.
So,
because the kid hears a knocking on the door and he's like, go away. And then you see a balloon come under the door and it starts to inflate and it says, give me my nose on it. And like, this is for kids. This is terrifying.
How do you feel about this, Spoonie? Right? So next month is September. We're going to go into October. So technically for me, September, October are the spooky month seasons.
Yep.
Do you want to watch some more ghost videos next month?
I think we should plan on that. Of course, if anybody decides to leave a comment saying maybe they want us to focus on a certain whatever, we can definitely try to accommodate that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think watching some more clips would be a good idea.
Nice. And what do you think in October? And I know it's cliche for Halloween season to talk about and watch horror movies. So why don't we go against that? Why don't we talk about Goosebumps? Are You Afraid of the Dark? That's spooky shit from our childhood. What do you think?
Yeah.
For our Halloween stream?
Oh my God. Please tell me you've seen Erie, Indiana.
Yes. I'm glad. Yes. So, okay, this is going to be a fun stream in October then. We'll talk about Erie, Indiana. We'll talk Goosebumps. We'll talk Are You Afraid of the Dark? Anything else we can think of too in the meantime, like even Tales from the Crypt or Tales from the Crypt Keeper if you want. I think Spoonie's lagging. Oh no. There we go.
There we go.
You
I don't
froze,
know if... Yeah, I was just asking. Please tell me you've seen the show Erie, Indiana.
Yep.
Oh, that is, it's literally the X-Files for kids.
It is 100%.
Like, if you guys watching this, I don't know if there's episodes on YouTube or whatever. Highly recommend it. So many actors got some of their earliest start. Tobey Maguire, one of his first roles, he was playing that ghost paperboy.
Yep. Jamie Lloyd from the Halloween movies was on episode 2, I think.
Yeah. I don't know if you remember Nikki Cox. She was on that show. She was on. Do you remember Unhappily Ever After? Was the guy and he was drunk and there was his imaginary bunny friend on the couch?
No. That
okay.
Sounds funny, though.
I think she was also on the show Vegas. I could be wrong.
Okay.
Anyways, a lot of people kind of got their start on that show. Some really creepy episodes. The one with the milkman.
You know what's the crazy thing is? I have it on Internet Archive because I was like, I want to rewatch it. It's been since I was a kid that I've seen that show. So I think that a rewatch session, or at least not the whole series, but at least a rewatch session for some of those episodes is going to be happening after Goosebumps.
Yeah, so there's this episode where, for the audience who may not have seen it, so the main character, his name is Marshall Teller. Marshall gets sick of daylight savings time, so he decides not to change his clock. And when he wakes up, he finds himself out of sync with reality. Like, everything is there, but the people are gone because they've moved ahead. They're an hour in the future. So he has to try to figure out how to get out of this place. And the only person there is like this milk truck driver who's trying to help him. And again, these are kid shows and they're like really creepy. And
I remember the one though with Jamie Lloyd from Halloween where she gets a heart transplant and then she starts acting like the person who and then there was the episode with I don't remember exactly 100%, but there was that song, My Sharona. And it had to do with like that song and that song
the homeless guy that was like actually some brilliant scientist that got something about the knack.
I think that's gonna be fun. Halloween stream. We're gonna talk Erie, Indiana. We're gonna talk Are You Afraid of the Dark, Goosebumps, Tales from the fucking Crypt, one of my favorite shows of all time.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's gonna be fun. Next 2 months will be spooky stuff, man. I think, and then obviously going November and December, we're gonna lean more towards. Maybe November we can follow up on the Fantastic Four and Superman and that kind of stuff, and then obviously December we'll do a nice holiday stream or something like that. I know not everybody celebrates the holiday, so figure out something for
a Festivus for the rest of us.
Exactly.
If it's a Seinfeld joke, if any of you guys don't get it, maybe you're too young. I don't know.
And if they are too young, they should watch Seinfeld.
It's the fake holiday that George's dad made up. It involves a metal pole and the airing of grievances.
Seinfeld, I love that show, man. All right, Spoonie, before we get out of here for today, I know you said you want to upload a video today at some point. Do you have anything new coming up soon?
It might not be today. It's because, like I said, so I got an email. Microsoft is canceling yet another service. And I'm like, God, these people don't know what they're doing. So I just wanted to talk briefly, like, look, I got this email. These guys are stupid. I could run the company better, blah, blah, blah. Well, today I wake up and I see news that, okay, so in May of this year, they created... okay, so Xbox has a game subscription service where you can download games and stuff like that for like Netflix, but for games, and it's called Game Pass. So the service, there's Game Pass, which is just on the Xbox, and there's Game Pass PC.
Okay.
Well, they wanted to simplify that, so they changed it to Xbox PC back in May 2025. So in May 2025, they rebranded to Xbox PC. Well, now, August 2025, so we're talking 3 months, they're rebranding it to Xbox on PC. Now, I guess that makes sense. It is a little more clear, because the first one you might potentially think, oh, this is an Xbox that is a PC.
Yeah.
No, so they're saying this is Xbox stuff on PC. But it's like, God, do you guys have nobody at like legal or who comes up with these titles? How do they pass approval? How did you not realize 3 months later, oh, we need to clarify what we mean by this title? They don't know what's going on at Microsoft. I really think they're just trying to go all in on AI, and they want to cancel every other service except for maybe Office and their cloud hosting.
Wow. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing that. I'm going to be taking vacation in like 2 weeks, so I won't be having some videos. But this coming week, I've got Great Comic Book Covers, a new episode of Great Comic Book Covers. We're going to look at Vanessa's comic books. That's
very nice.
And then I got a new Check Swing comic book haul on Friday. So
awesome.
Yeah. So that's going down the pipeline. So stick around for the next live streams, guys. Also, please, I say this every time because we do it on my channel. Please go subscribe to Spoonie, guys. You've watched the live stream long enough. Like, you got through this long.
Yeah, you might as well.
Like, might as well subscribe. Come on, guys. Alrighty. We'll see you guys in the next live stream.
Yeah, as Jerry Springer used to say, take care of yourselves and each other.
And as the former host of the Wheel of The Price is Right would say, don't forget to spare your pets.
Yep.
Alrighty, guys.
All right. See you later.